everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm excited about this one. Today is the first time I've ever had a figure from this brand on the channel, or this company. And I'm really excited about this. This week I've been doing a lot of stuff from this company over on my other channel, Gladiator Toys. If you're into collecting action figures and toys, I invite you to go check that channel out. I've been having a lot of fun over there. All kinds of great stuff happening. So it'd be great if you wanted, if you're into that, to go check it out. But I'm talking about Super 7 Ultimates. And courtesy of our honorary gladiator who's been joining us on the podcast, Lucha OKC, we are getting into the Super 7 Ultimates there we go, Brian Myers. Absolutely can't wait to get into this. And I have talked about this in the past on the channel, but I have had the opportunity to get the Super 7 Ultimates Andre the Giant figures. Me and the Chase Collector were actually at Nashville Comic Con 2 years ago, and they were there. He had the guy there had both variants, and they looked awful. I don't know. The price was not going to be bad. I think we had worked it up to do both of them for $75. But the more I looked at them, the more I couldn't do it. They did not look good. I don't know if they were possibly fakes. I'm not trying to accuse anybody of anything. Had I been able to get them for a cheaper price and then be able to order from a reputable dealer that I know for a fact was going to be Super 7 to compare, I might would have gone down that road, but they look disappointing. However, for these, this is really cool. He comes with his own action figure. I can't wait to get over to the stage and get into this. Lots of accessories. This could be a really fun wrestling figure. The packaging, we're going to get into all that here in just a minute. So, put that back on, and over to the stage we will go. Alright, we've got Brian Myers up here on the stage. Getting ready to check this out. So right off the bat, here's the look of the box with the cover on. So this piece that looks like a championship belt actually latches right back here together, and it can come off. I don't really want to mess with it too much because I figure eventually I'll screw it up. But I think underneath this it's just that again. Damn, I won't just slide up. That'd be too damn easy, wouldn't it? Okay. Yeah, I don't want to mess with it. So I'm going to go ahead and take that part off. Set it back there. Alright. Awesome packaging right off the bat. The front of it looks like a wrestling ring. That transfers to the side. See the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast logo down here. Brian Myers. Got a lot of accessories to look at. Here's the back. Never defeated. Brian Myers. Let's see. I'll bring this up close. Y'all can hit the pause button and read that if you want to. I'm going to go ahead and read it now. For over 16 years, Brian Myers has dedicated his life to not just pursue his dreams, but ensure they become a reality. A lifelong pro wrestling fan, his championship trajectory began right after high school graduation. and he's never looked back since. A multiple-time champion who's seen success around the world with a mix of high-flying ability and in-ring technique, the Prince of Queens continues to feed his passions and pass down the knowledge as both host of the Major Wrestling Figure podcast and head trainer at Creative Pro Wrestling Academy. He's not just a professional wrestler, he's the most professional wrestler. And that covers the box. It's as awesome as the box is. It's just that simple. It says Ultimates on the top. The bottom has all the info on it. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, here's the scratch that figure itch right across there. So I'm going to go ahead and get him out and take a look at what we got. All right, got Brian Myers out of the box. So far, looking fantastic. Tons of accessories here. We've got 3 extra head sculpts. This one, take a look at each one real quick. He's got a bun on the back. Nice details in there. Then we got this one. Just hair down, which is very similar to the head that's on him. Just got a closed mouth. And then there's this one, which I like a lot. He's actually wearing the Major Wrestling Figure podcast hat. I like that hat a lot. We actually got 2 sets of hands, but I didn't get the other set out. This is the weapon holder hands we always talk about. He's got closed fist hands on, and then the other hands are just kind of like this. I left those in. He comes with the Major Wrestling Figure podcast microphone. Very cool. Comes with the face mask that he wears to the ring, which is pretty cool. He's got the Major Wrestling Figure podcast dog tags. And this is actual string, I think. No, that feels stretchy. I think it's made out of rubbery something or other. Scares me. This is one of the coolest accessories. One of the reasons everybody was going gaga over these figures. They come with their own action figures. Ooh. I'll show you the back of it. So it's made to basically match this figure, which is really cool. He's got his own action figure. I'm gonna change out the hands so he can hold stuff, and probably add his dog tags on. May switch out a head. I'm not sure just yet, so I'm gonna accessorize him real quick and be right back. All right. So first off, because this is how I want to display him on my shelf. I don't want this mask on him, but I wanted to show it, so I put it on this head. So it's actually pretty cool, but I don't want to display him with the mask on. I do like the fact that he's wearing the hat in this one. That is molded on there. It's not removable, but I put the dog tags on. Interesting. The hand he's holding the figure in, he couldn't hold the microphone in. I'm not sure why that was, but there we go. So articulation through the roof. From what I can tell, I don't know that we're dealing with double jointed joints, but the joints do feel great. Give you a look at the gear and everything a little better. Honestly, now that I say that, as far as articulation goes, honestly, your Ultimate Edition figures seem to have a little bit more articulation. We don't have our double jointed knees. We don't have our double jointed elbows. We don't get, well, we get about the same amount of ab crunch. That's the extent of ab crunch, which is fine. The vest he's wearing feels really great. I was a little nervous about switching the hands and the head, for the simple fact that this is not meant to be a toy. And I know when my wife gets home, it's just a toy, but it's not. It is not made to play with. It is made to configure it the way you want and put it on your shelf. Whereas the Mattel, the WWE figures, they're technically they're made to be played with, which means your heads and your hands should swap out easily on your figures that have that function. Whereas this and a 8-year-old should be able to swap the heads and hands on a figure like that. This, however, is not made that way. So a lot of these adult toys or collector figures like this sometimes require a little bit of heat to them to interchange stuff. I've had stuff that snapped when you try to do that, and I was a little bit nervous. The hands were very simple. I didn't have any struggle. No struggle with the hands. I couldn't decide if I was trying to say struggle or trouble, but didn't have either one. The head, at first, like, it goes on real tight, and it's really nerve-wracking because if that ball joint that's under here snaps off, you're done so. And then I realized I didn't put this on, and I can't get this stretched over all of that to put it on. So I had to pop the head back off a second time to put the dog tags on. But the second time, it went on a lot better, and I actually got the little whenever I put the head on. The first time, it didn't. All you heard was the plastic rubbing each other. So, anyways, I think it's a fantastic figure. Looks great. The head sculpts are very nice. This one, like I said, this one's probably my favorite. I think it looks very good. You could easily swap it out, and you could definitely have him in your toy wrestling ring. If you have the rings like I've got. If you don't, maybe you should get them. I don't know. But it's definitely feasible to play with it. I don't think it's just going to break to pieces if it fell off the shelf and hit the floor. However, like I said, continuous pulling and messing with that. If one of these holes in the head is just a little off, you could definitely snap that peg that the ball is on. So, but Super 7, the quality is usually there. There's the back. His vest has the hood. The hood is down. I like that. At that price point, I almost feel like that should have been a cloth piece attached to the rest of the vest, but I get why it's not. My price point was fine though, because this was a gift. But that's the thing. And Super 7 says right on the package that it is not a toy. Matter of fact, I'll prove it. Where'd it say that? Right here. Choking hazard, may contain small parts. Adult collectible, not a toy. Make sure our wives see that so they understand. Pause that part, screenshot that part of the video. Make sure your wife sees it if you're collecting, so she knows it's not a toy. Fantastic figure though. I love the accessories. Like right off the bat, the microphone for the Major Wrestling Figure podcast, his own action figure, and I know Matt Cardona comes with the same. I don't know if we'll see him on the channel or not, but the colors, vibrant colors. And he makes for a good figure because his colors that he wears to the ring are very bright. The colors they use for the podcast are very bright. Um, who knows? Maybe one day the Gladiators will have the chance to host them on our podcast. You never know. It's a crazy world we live in. Not much else left to say. I think it's a wonderful figure. Everything feels great. The joints, I will tell you, are a little tight, but like I said, it's not meant to be posed around constantly. It's made to pose and then display. And then maybe in a few months, you want to change the pose and switch out the head. That's what these are made for. They're not technically made to go get the ring off the wall and play with, but if you're careful, you can do that. But these joints are all very tight, so as you move them, you have to be careful. See if you can hear how the joints move. See, that microphone don't fit in his hand real tight, and I kind of don't like that, but I can live. I do like the figure. I've had no issue getting him to stand up. Came straight out of the box and stood up. You know, that's one of the tests I like to have. And of course, I got my weapon holder hands or mic hands. Yeah, great figure. Very excited. Let's see. So yeah, if you're into using stands, they will absolutely work. Matter of fact, I have one here close. Let me see if it actually works on the stands that I use. Okay, yeah. I'm not going to put both feet on pegs, but as you can see, that one's definitely on it. I get these on Amazon. I don't remember the company. Actually, there's several, I think, that make them. They're very simple stands. But I've used them for a long time since we started collecting figures. And I like these stands. He stands up really well. And honestly can probably withstand being bumped around a little bit. And I actually kind of got an idea of where he's going to be. So he's probably not going to be where he's going to fall off anyway. But very, very good figure. I know the new Matt Cardona that's coming out with his prehistoric dinosaur type gear. That one looks really cool. I'm definitely interested in getting some more of the Super 7 wrestling figures. I know they've got a good little selection of New Japan stuff. Some of that's a little pricey, but I mean, it's Super 7. What's not pricey? But yeah, great addition to the collection. Once again, thank you, Lucha OKC, for sending this over. I love it. Gonna have to have a Matt Cardona to go with him, though. I can't have him sitting there by himself. But anyways, so that's gonna do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please make sure you smash that like button. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this Super 7 Ultimates Brian Myers figure. Let me know if you've had any other experiences with the Super 7 Ultimates. Make sure if you hadn't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on those notification bells so you don't miss any of the other great videos we got coming to the channel. Plus, every Sunday you'll get a notification. Gladiator Wrestling Podcast is live. That's right, every Sunday at 7 p.m. Central. Come check out the podcast. Talk some wrestling with us. We have a great show. It's a lot of fun. Hope to see you there. Check out our other channels, Gladiator Toys, which, by the way, we're having tons of Super 7 figures on that channel this week. Hope you go check them out. And the Chase Collector. And a shout out to Lucha OKC over on TikTok. He's the one that sent this, so make sure you go over there and check him out. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Gladiator out.